AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The novices are in the building.
Listen. Let some people get their ass in the building. Yeah, man. First and foremost, how was your weekend so far?
Good, OG. Good. I'm off today. I'm feeling good. I was doing a little running around. Good backgrounds.
Okay.
You still with you at me? You at?
Yeah, I'm out of here. Come on, yeah, I'm out. So
you at?
I keep forgetting. Got to bring the laptop with me, so you got to bear with me. If you can see the comments, you're gonna have to show all the love to the comment section.
Okay,
right?
I got it. Well,
I ain't forget my glasses. Go ahead.
Before you get started, let's give a shout out to Daryl Dad C. I don't know. Darry Dad CQCCL Miller 8867 is a new member. Big shout out to Daryl.
Yes,
we got Nostalgic Nick in the building. Paul McWhite is in the gym. He's rocking with us. Blessed One is here. Trapped in the 90s is here. Rodolfo is here. The family is here, y'all. The family is here.
All right, listen. The fam is here. We're going to get right to it. Big shout out Fabian. He's on vacation, right? So
well-deserved. Well-deserved vacation.
So y'all going to be up here with us for a whole week dealing with me and Flea. So y'all asses bear with us, right? Be patient. We are not the great editors and the moderator and the guys that know how to technical this thing out. So bear with us and be patient. You know when you're driving behind somebody and it says on the back of their bumper, what does it say? Exactly. Be patient.
Be patient.
Right. So y'all asses, y'all know our new thing. Be patient.
Be cool.
Be patient, right? But I hope everybody had a great weekend. So today, listen, we got some good topics for y'all. Y'all know we're gonna discuss NBA All-Star game last night. We're gonna give our thoughts about that. Chat. We need y'all to be heavy, engaging. How did y'all feel about the All-Star game? That's one. For two, is the All-Star game back? Should we be excited? 3, the world versus USA. All that shit everybody been talking about, they caught up to us. Kicked their ass last night. Oh, we're going to talk about Kawhi Leonard's performance, Flea.
1,000%. 1,000%. You got to start. Before you go crazy, Mo is here. I know you can't see the chat, so I'm going to just relay everything. Yes. I ain't going to have you slipping. Mo is here.
That's what brothers are here for. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Mo is in the building. And for Knicks Rehab, we got a couple topics for y'all. We're going to discuss Brunson and KAT. You know, how was their chemistry? How do y'all feel about them as far as the All-Star experience? And Flea, let's get right to it, man.
Let's get to it.
NBA All-Star weekend. Last night was the All-Star game. They had a new format. I couldn't keep up. I have to be honest with you. But, you know, you had Team World versus, you know, us. And then, you know, it was basically, then you had the old heads and then you had the young guys. But watching the game last night, I would love to get your response. First and foremost, how did you feel about the format? Did you understand the format? And did you like the format? I want to know your opinion on that before we get to how we felt about the game last night.
Okay, so before I get to that, let's tap in real quick to this one comment. Joe Skillerful. I don't know about that name, but big shout out to Joe Skillerful. But Joe Skillerful said, checking in this live right now is a relief, especially considering what's going on in my life. So whatever's going on in your life right now, my brother, send prayers to you and your family. But we appreciate you tapping in with us and rocking with us. This saved our lives many nights, and it's saving lives out there. So big shout out to George Skillerful.
And George Skillerful. We're definitely keeping our prayers, and hopefully tonight we can clear your mind, we could make you laugh, and we can entertain you. But we hope everything works out, and we pray for you. We pray and hope the best for everybody. But everybody, man, put a prayer up in that chat for that young man, because we all going through something, and we all need help, man. It's some dark times today, and we're just glad, me, Flea, Fabian, that we can bring some entertainment and joy and laughter to y'all lives every night. So big shout out to that brother. Let's all give prayer hands for all of us. Let's all pray for each other. in all seriousness, right? But big shout out to everybody, man. Like I said in that chat, hit that like button, share, like, subscribe, and let's get right to it. Flea, please give me your thoughts on the format and how you felt about it.
The format was interesting, and the only reason that I felt like the format was interesting and I was able to digest what I was watching, because guys played hard yesterday. I was impressed by the play level, considering what we've been watching over the last few years. Yes, they could take it up another notch. Yes, I would love to possibly see us go back to old school East versus West. I wouldn't mind that. But for Wembanyama to come out there and kind of set the tone with the level of play that we were going to see for the next 2.5 hours, I thought it was good. For them young guys to come out there and really go after it, it kind of ignited the older guys, right? They had 2 teams for the USA. They had the Stripes and they had the Stars. I think somebody correct me if I'm wrong. The Stars were the younger guys, the Stripes were the older guys, or vice versa, whatever it was. But to see Wemby go out there and play at a high level, Anthony Edwards, obviously the MVP, he was playing at a high level. Then you got Kawhi Leonard one game just going absolutely berserk. That was good to see. Everybody kind of taking it serious, wanting to compete. It wasn't like a regular season game, but I was happy that, if I'm sitting here watching it, I'm not going to feel like I waste my time. So for the first time in a few years, OG, I was pleased with what I saw. In comparison to what we grew up on, no, that's not it. But for what we've been exposed to over the last few years, I was encouraged by last night. Last night was a decent level of play. I could sit there and watch it.
For me, I didn't understand the format at first. I still don't like the format. It makes no sense because for me, it's too many players. A lot of players get slighted, right? It's a lot of players that deserve it. Then you still got the Currys, the LeBrons, the KDs, right? That, even the Kawhis, where it's like we're still putting them in the All-Star game just because of who they are. And granted, that happened to Mike. That happened to a lot of guys, so I want to be fair. But for that reason, I don't like it. The game itself last night, I have to give kudos. I wasn't super excited, but it was much better than what it usually been, right?
For sure.
So guys definitely played a little bit. I still feel some way because you heard what Ant-Man said, right? About, the other guys as far as Luka and Joker, where he basically kept it real. And I have a problem with that. I want to talk about that real quick. My opinion, I honestly don't think they respect our basketball for whatever reason. To have that mindset and for Ant-Man to speak up, which I love that he did that, it just goes to show you, like, these guys don't care about the All-Star game. They basically don't care about basketball. They just coming over here, taking our paper, right? Making our game. Yeah, I'm calling it what it is. They coming over here, taking our bread, making the game soft, fucking the game up. I'm not the only one that feels like that. Gilbert alluded to it. KG alluded to it. Yeah, you have some dogs like Giannis and a couple others, maybe SGA, but the majority of them is soft. And how do you feel about what Ant-Man said as far as, like, guys don't really want to play in this shit anyway?
But OG, keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. If for the last 7 years, the MVPs of the league are all guys from overseas that don't have any United States background. These guys is coming in. You said taking our money, taking our paper. Yeah, they coming over taking our bitches, taking our awards, taking our shine. They taking everything. They coming over and say, y'all niggas ain't shit. I'm going to take the pretty joints. I'm going to take y'all money, and I'm going to take y'all awards. And we're going to have people start talking about overseas basketball better than – they got us talking about AAU like it ain't shit now. They got us talking about how they prepare their basketball players over there better than how they prepare their players over here. It's insane. It's insane. But can you blame them? Honestly, if you were a Euro, would you feel like I've earned the right to come over here and talk crazy to these niggas? None of y'all niggas is the best player in the league. Giannis back-to-back. Joker 3 times. Embiid grab 1. Shea might go back-to-back. So I'm with you. Show some respect to where the game, took it to another level, obviously, here in America. Show some respect. But if I'm coming to your crib eating your food, laying next to your wife, your mom's is making sure I eat breakfast every morning, and this is just a consistent thing, what makes you think I don't run your crib?
So
I run your crib.
No. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Right? Because I 100% disagree. I've been saying this for years now. Right?
Okay.
Watching last night, how many times have we heard they caught up to us? They're better than us.
Sure.
Where the fuck was they at the end of All-Star Weekend? Sitting their ass, Wemby walking off the court crying. Hold on, let me finish. Yeah, because we could talk all that bullshit. What was Wembyama doing? Walking the fuck off the floor. Let me explain something to you. They ain't better than us. They ain't caught up to us. They ain't gonna never be better than us. We never talk about the ones that didn't succeed. Yeah, I'm going there. Yeah.
Wait, no. Hold on, OG. Hold on. Because you know we react to comments in real time. You can't see it. I just want to highlight it real quick. Not that one. My fault, Slim Slammer. This is I've never seen Israelite 2908 comment. He said, I think they didn't like the format. It highlighted the fact that they are not American. I don't know, but I take that comment a little further. Like, it highlighted that. Have they caught up? Really? Are they really like that? Two teams full of Americans against that one world team. Who has the better players?
It's not even close. You ever seen the movie Trading Places?
Of course. Come on, classic.
That's what the NBA did to the world. They took Valentine and made him like he was the greatest stock trader in the world, right? That's what the NBA is doing. They promote these guys, and I'm not saying they're not great players, but when people start getting carried away, and I've heard it everywhere. I've heard it on big platforms, big networks, big podcasts. I've heard it from current players, former players. I've heard it from everybody. They caught up to us. They better than us. Well, last night proved and showed they can't fuck with us. When Kawhi Leonard and them guys want to turn it up and lock you niggas down, listen, they too soft. That's just the fact. Listen, Fleet, I don't care how they AAU was ran. It could be ran beautifully. And I agree.
But
that grit.
2028? What's going to happen in 2028? Who's going to win? Who's going to win the Olympics in LA in 2028? Wemby going to kick our ass in 2028.
All right, well, what happened this past Olympics? He was there.
Hey, man, I'm talking about 4 years later.
See, no.
4 years later.
No,
talking about 4 years later.
2028 is 2 years. We in 26, brother.
I'm talking about 4 years from the last Olympics, 2024. What? From 2024 to 2028. What you think Wemby going to do to us in 2028?
Listen, Wemby is a great player, but once again, I don't care how good you are. They ain't got that dog in them like us. Wemby does. I like Wemby. I like his mindset. Right. But when you got guys like Joker and Luka that's just pure cones, that's soft, that you go right at them, that right there is their Achilles heel. And we always talk about all of the greats. What about the guys that are playing like shit? What about all the overseas guys and all the guys, the world guys, that get drafted lottery first round, and we don't hear about them, and they fly right under the radar, make hundreds of millions of dollars, and don't do jack shit? So for me, last night proved that the world ain't fucking with us. They will never be able to fuck with us. And think about this, Flea. 4 years from Wemby played, our guys are going to have more experience and be better as well. A la Ant-Man and Devin Book and them type of guys. So for me, I get what you... Right. So let me ask you this. In chat, I need y'all to engage. Is the All-Star game back? Watching the game last night, did it have you excited to where you're looking forward to watching the All-Star game next year, or, you really don't care?
This might be a literal passing of the torch, right? Because Ant-Man looked like he gave a fuck last night. He looked like he cared. He looked like he cared. He looked like he wants to be one of the guys that takes the torch and the mantle from the LeBrons, the Stephs, the KDs, all those guys, the Kawhi Leonards, all those guys. It looks like.
Stay there. You heard what he said, right? He said, they asked him about LeBron and KD, and you know what he said? I want to go right at him every time. Right, go ahead.
To ass, right? So it was good to see his mindset like that. It's good to see Wembanyama's mindset like that, right? It was good to see Cade and Duran out there playing hard, right? All of these guys are young guys. They're going to be multiple-time All-Stars going forward. This ain't the last time we're going to see Ant-Man, Cade, Duran, Chet, you know, all those guys. It's not going to be the last time. They're going to be multiple-time All-Stars. So for it to be in their hands, right, with Wemby and, okay, Luka is still a younger player, but with it still in their hands, right, I think going forward, the All-Star game could be in a really good place, like a really good place, because you got guys that are serious about the game. Even when Shea is out there, Shea is serious about the game of basketball. Again, he is a foreigner, but I'm just talking about the All-Star game in itself. Like going forward, we might be in good hands because them guys get on the court and they want to play. So I look forward to it. I hope they just continue to build on this year by year.
Yeah. I totally agree. And, you know, for me, just think about when guys like Ja and Zion, who are very competitive, who are very territorial, however you say that shit.
Nope, you
right?
got it right. There you go.
Right. And just imagine when they're able to participate, right? When you got, listen, young guys, we know when you older, you don't have as much vigor for things, right? So LeBron, KD, and them guys, you know, Kawhi, I think Kawhi, you know, tried to prove a point last night, right? And we're going to talk about him later because even at the podium, he said, listen, when I'm out there, I feel like I'm the best. So we're going to talk about Kawhi later, but
he showed that last night. That game, yeah.
But just imagine when you got all the young dogs out there fighting to be the face of the league, right? And just imagine a fight between, and we don't condone violence, but I'm just trying to prove a point and make an example. A fight between two 50-year-olds and a fight between two 22-year-olds is totally different.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what I'm looking forward to in the All-Star game for the up-and-coming seasons. Flea, I agree with you. I think once LeBron and Curry and KD and Kawhi and them guys is already fading out and not being selected anymore, and you got all the young dogs. Remember, young dogs go at each other, right? So you got to remember.
They ready to rock. Jaylen Brown's still young. He looked like he was ready to rock. Big shout out to Ray Floyd. Ray Floyd, big shout out to you, bro. Tatum, right? He said, yo, we forgot to even say something about these guys are not even 30. OG.
Right.
Like, and they all serious basketball players. So
right.
I think next year we could really look forward to. I don't know if the East-West thing could ever make a comeback. I'm not sure, but
I think it could.
If it does, the guys that are you know are kind of in control now because you know LeBron's older, Kevin Durant's older, Steph is older, Kawhi is starting to get older, and then anybody else you want to name, those guys
pack them up, right? Pack them up.
These guys, Ant-Man, and am I bugging? Has Ant-Man's Southern accent, his twang got a little more like heavy? I don't remember that nigga talking so crazy. He sounds like a nigga from Atlanta now. The first couple years, I used to be like, I can understand. Right now, he sounds like he got that real twang on him.
Stay there. Hold on. We calling no. We calling an audible. Hold on. Flea just started some shit. We are calling an audible. Chat. Did y'all see what Ant-Man said to a player from the Atlanta Hawks? Flea, we got to react to that even if it's 2-3 minutes. Hold on. I'm calling an audible. Listen. Yeah. Tom Brady can call an audible. I'm calling an audible, Flea.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
How do you feel about Ant-Man telling, what's the kid name?
Jalen Johnson.
I don't mean to say kid, no disrespect.
Yeah, but he's a kid to you.
How do you feel about Ant-Man telling Jalen Johnson, I can't wait to come home.
I can't wait to come home.
Got all these wings. I like Kuminga. Flea.
Yeah. Don't forget, his boy is over there. He hated to see Nickeil Alexander-Walker leave Minnesota. He hated to see that guy go.
Flea, I gotta ask you, is this something or is it nothing that, you know, Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards said that? Do we put any stock into that, or do we don't pay it any mind?
Not yet. We gotta bookmark this. Y'all know we gotta put a pin right here. Let's remember this. But right now, I don't think it matters much. Not right now. Let's remember this. Let's go back to All-Star Game 2026 when the conversation at some point, because my man Dallas, big shout out to Dallas. Dallas is always telling me, your boy Ant-Man, because he know how much I love Ant-Man. He's like, yo, listen, that nigga's leaving Minnesota. And I'm like, nah, he not. He's going to stay there. But listen, 2 conference finals already before you've even really peaked. They're going to continue to try to build around you. If that thing doesn't happen, you a young guy. You've made a lot of money in Minnesota. You've made them relevant. At some point, it's like, all right, I got to figure out what's the next move. If I can't win here, where am I going to win? And he seems extremely, extremely competitive. We talking about a guy that was going at his idol the first time he was in the playoffs, right? In a real competitive spot. He was like, I'm going to kick Kevin Durant's ass. And what did he do? He swept him. He swept him. Get him out of here, right? So that dude is highly competitive. I could definitely see Ant-Man at some point going back home to the crib, especially the way Atlanta is building that thing out right now. I could see him, pivoting and headed home. But I just don't think right now is the time that we start speculating on if Ant-Man goes home.
Me and you, it only works if we disagree. 100%.
That's the only way this shit works.
I 100% disagree with you. I think this is something, and Ant-Man is a smart young man. When he won that MVP, he said, this makes me want to win a championship now. Like, him hoisting up that trophy, right? Just seeing all the love, feeling all the love. He said, I want to win a championship now. And let's be realistic. In Atlanta, you'll be able to get guys to come there. You'll be able to trade for guys to come there. Nobody going to Minnesota, bro. Let's call it what it is. So I think he's smart and he knows what he's doing.
Real quick, OG.
Yes.
So we don't miss
Oh my God. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Darlene Bryan is in the building. Darlene Bryan, what up, baby?
Darlene B, what up, girl?
Yeah. Everybody is me and Flea this week. Fabian is on vacation with the family. So please be patient, bear with us. We're not the great technicians like him, but we will hold it down. But Flea, I think this is a big deal. A guy like Ant-Man of that stature, one of the faces of the league, one of the best players in the NBA, you cannot do that by mistake. That was purposely done. All-star, everybody, the eyes is on you. You have lip readers everywhere. That shit don't even matter no more. You got to learn sign language damn near, or you got to speak in some other language. I think he knows what he's doing, and I think sooner than later, he's leaving Minnesota, bro.
So is this all ball or is this some other nigga? Let's answer the tough question, nigga. You're dancing around, you're playing. He's been to back-to-backs conference finals. He expects to be one of the last 4 teams standing and have an opportunity to go to the finals. He don't get to the finals this year. Is he going to ask out at the end of the summer? At the end of the playoffs, they don't get to the conference finals or the NBA finals. Is he going to ask out? Don't sugarfoot. What you said, sugarfoot? Don't sugarfoot it. You ain't telling us nothing fly. Tell us some fly shit now. Is he going to ask out after the end of this season? What he going to do?
Whether he goes to a conference finals or not, he's out of here.
No.
Listen.
He's not leaving at the end of the season.
Listen.
It only took us 24 minutes to get on the wrong fucking page. This guy thinks he's on the court. You think he's gonna put himself in a position for everybody to speculate now if he's out right now?
Ant-Man told a fan, you know what is bigger than yours. You think Ant-Man has a problem telling the Minnesota Wolves, get me the fuck out of here?
What he told
Fuck is you talking about, Flea?
What he told the fan?
Hold on.
He said my man bigger than yours.
And you think he got a problem telling the Minnesota Timberwolves, pack me up? Listen, Ant-Man is saying to himself, he's starting to understand. I could be the face of the league. And let's think about 2-3 years from now when Curry, Kawhi, right, KD, Braun is officially gone. and he could be the man of the league in Minnesota or Atlanta. You pick which one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we here now. We here. We diverted. We made it audible, and now we done changed up the whole playbook. We ain't even going back to the playbook no more for the first half. Okay, so hold on. He loses right now. Atlanta, yes. Over New York, over LA, over Boston, over Chicago. We want to do Atlanta.
Listen.
The Ant-Man who could be the face of the NBA, the Ant-Man with all the charisma, the Ant-Man who really is the guy. He really could turn into, like, if he just polished that shit, what you said, massage that thing, if he massages his career just a little bit, he could really be the guy. So you're saying I'm going to be the guy down in the A.
Ant-Man, to me, seems like he loves where he's from, loves his family. We know he come from nothing. He wants to put that city on his back and bring them a championship. Yes, Philly, I think so. I think if Ant-Man had a choice, he would want to play home. Yeah, New York and all these other cities is great cities, right? But I think that young man, he has his mindset now. And he knows if I go to Atlanta and I win a championship for my hometown, I'm going to be celebrated like I'm Jordan. You don't think he hear about... Yo, hold on,
That's what he said, Just Real. He said, caress that thing. That's what you said. Caress
right.
That's what you said. Yeah, Just Real.
He hear about how Derrick Rose is just loved in Chicago?
Beloved.
So
imagine shout out to Derrick. Like, Derrick didn't do a lot, but he did enough.
So I just feel, you know, a guy like Ant-Man, he's understanding now, and he's seeing that last night, this is where your career can start just keep going up, right? Because we know once you're the face of the league, once you conference finals, hopefully the finals, you win a chip. Now that conversation starts getting crazy. Because let's be realistic. Ant-Man gets a championship. Do we put him in there as one of the greatest shooting guards of all time? Are we getting Reggie Miller and all these other niggas the fuck out of here? Which they should be out of here now.
The championship first nigga you name is Reggie Miller. Yeah, Ant-Man jumps in.
Pack him up.
Because Ant-Man is already going to be a multiple-time All-Star, multiple-time All-NBA guy, right? You get a championship, and then you start putting together them individual accolades, right? He's a defensive guy, so he's going to start being recognized as a defensive player, right? All NBA defensive teams he's going to make, right? You get a couple of MVPs in there. Now we having different conversations. Now we having different conversations. Yeah. He get an MVP in there and a chip. Let me not jump the gun.
Let's slow down. Chat.
D-Wade, watch your back, nigga. D-Wade, watch your back, nigga.
You got 3.
D-Wade, watch your back, nigga. Nigga get an individual MVP.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
D-Wade, watch your back, nigga.
Let me ask you a question and just let it simmer. Relax. You don't have to respond.
Okay.
D-Wade or Ant Edwards at their peak?
Oh, man, I haven't seen Ant at his peak, but D-Wade at his peak is I'm going D-Wade right now. I ain't seen Ant-Man at his peak. I got to go D-Wade.
Okay.
I got to go D-Wade. Okay. I'm talking shit right now, but I would never disrespect Dwayne Wade. Hell no. Right now, give me D-Wade's prime.
Okay.
D-Wade go get you 30 in his prime. And be a first team All-NBA defender. I don't know if he's ever made that, but he could play at that level.
Okay.
Leads the league in blocks as a guard all time. Like, yeah, that's tough stuff.
Okay. I just wanted to slow you down because you were starting to get out of control. Because even if Ant-Man
I like what you did there.
Because even if Ant-Man, because I know you, once I ask you that, you're going to break down D-Wade, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, even if Ant-Man wins a title, D-Wade got 3, like you said, the blocks, and just, let's be realistic. So, but Ant-Man is on that trajectory if he does it correctly, and I just think Flea, he has to understand it's not going to happen in Minnesota. Now, for it to happen in Milwaukee and Denver, is it possible? Because I'm being honest, I never expected those franchises to get one before our beloved New York Knicks, right? But I just feel, for me, Ant-Man did that last night, and you gotta know all eyes is on you. You gotta know people are listening and watching. And now I would just love to be a fly on the wall when he's in the office with the owners in the front, you know, the GMs and the coaches. And it's like, yo, Ant-Man, come on, bro. You can't do that, right? So for me, you know, big shout out to the NBA All-Star game. I think overall, if you ask me to grade it, Flea.
Yeah, that's where I was going. The whole weekend. The week. Okay, right, give a grade for the game. Hold on. Give a grade for the game, then give a grade for the weekend.
So for the game last night, I'm gonna go B-.
All right.
And for the week, I'm gonna go the weekend, I'm gonna go C-. I want to go D or F, but I'm gonna go C- because the 3-point contest is always fun. And our Knicks actually won something again, so that's why they go from D to C. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go C-. I'm gonna go C-.
I'm gonna go the game. The game I'm gonna actually go with B. The game I'm gonna actually go with a solid B because I was surprised at how hard those guys played, and then it almost looked like it forced the older guys to start playing hard. And like, oh, these young niggas ain't gonna outshine us. Like,
but Flea stated the reason why I gave it the minus instead of the B is because Luka, Giannis, Curry didn't play, right? So, no shade. So that's why I gave it the B-. I just want to say that, but go ahead.
Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna go with a B. And okay, so if they play, we might be talking about an A-level game. You're talking about no Steph, no Giannis, no Shea, 3 super competitive dudes. If they see these guys, what the fuck is Giannis gonna do if he sees Wemby knocking niggas out the way and two-handed shit and the mean face and all that shit?
But Flea, but that's why you got to go back to the regular format because you're not going to get that matchup.
Right, but I'm talking about them playing together. If he sees Wemby, his motor is like this. It only could be contagious to other guys. Are like, yo, my motor got to be hot.
But I'd rather see those guys go against each other. See, so for me, that's why that world thing against us is kind of tricky. Like for me, that's not the best going against the best. Like I don't want to see that. Right. I want to see SGA go against Luka. Right.
Yeah.
Even though you may not get that because they're all on the West, but we got to figure out a way to where these guys are matching up against each other. Right. So that's why
competition.
Right. So go ahead. You got a B for the game. What do you have for the weekend?
And then for the weekend, I'm gonna go a solid C. I'm gonna just go a solid C.
That's passing. That's passing though.
That's passing. You know why it's passing? Because the 3-point contest for me, I was glued. And the only reason I was glued is because a guy that ain't played a lick of competitive basketball went out there and shot the shit out the basketball. Like, I'm watching Damian Lillard. I'm like, oh, damn, this nigga could shoot that shit. So, like, I was impressed with the contest, impressed with Booker, impressed with Knipple for him to be a rookie and be in the final against 2 elite shooters. I thought that was dope. I would love for them to switch that and put it at the end, right? Give us some suspense at the end. Not watching this nigga dance all night long to dunk the basketball. The dunk contest was awful, right? And I know it gives heavy weight because we love the dunk contest. But we may need to start putting a little less weight on the dunk contest and more weight on this 3-point contest. Because for me, that's what the night is about. These niggas shooting the rock. These niggas dunking now. This shit is not even entertaining anymore, OG.
Flea, I'm changing my grade. Fuck out of here. The weekend was a F. Fuck out of here. I knew this shit ain't no good when it just me and you up here. I give a C, you give a C, I give a B. No. Fuck all that. That dunking contest was so bad that
it takes the grade all the way down.
Bro, that just ruins everything.
Okay.
That dunking contest, I'm not even exaggerating. That is the worst I've ever seen in, like, have you ever tried to watch the Pro Bowl? Where's flag football?
Rough. Now, today's Pro Bowl is rough.
Bro, that dunking contest was worse than that. Like, it was that bad. So, I have to be honest. I think for the weekend, maybe the game last night saved it a little bit. But just overall, even if you go to the celebrity game, and it's just like guys, the celebrities you don't know, and then Saturday, it's like, what the hell is this, man? So, for me, yeah, I have to change my grade, Flea. I ain't showing these niggas no love. Nah, they get an F, and I think they deserve it. And I think a lot of people need to be on their heels So for the next season and the next years, as we go along, they just attempt to make this thing better. But
here's a softball for you. Here's a softball for you, and I'm
let's
gonna
go.
underhand the motherfucker and Barry Bonds this shit real quick. Earlier today, now I've always said it for the last 15 years, but earlier today, our guy that we love to hate, Stephen A, said the dunk contest and the downfall of the dunk contest has a lot to do with the fact that LeBron James never competed in it. So you set the precedent of I'm the best player in the league, who arguably is one of the best athletic jumpers in the league at the time, never does it. I had an issue with him back in like 2009 or whenever it was. He was on the sidelines. If y'all remember, he's on the sideline with Cheryl Miller. He looked a little inebriated and was like, I'm preliminary putting my name in the 2010 dunk contest. Never happens, right? But, like, is it any of his fault? Does he play a role in why the stars or the guys with the names don't do the dunk contest?
I don't know if we can still blame LeBron James. Back then, we probably could. But for me, with Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, they brought it right. They brought it back. And I think guys like Zion and John Morant had an opportunity to hold that torch up. Right. So if we're going to blame LeBron, Stephen A, we have to put some blame on Zion Williamson, who, when he first got into the league, everybody named Mama said, we know he's going to be in the dunking contest. And I think when he didn't do it, it was like, wow, this is crazy. Because, like I said, what he does is insane. So I'm not going to blame LeBron no more. I think that ship has way sailed. But guys like John Morant and Zion, I think they kind of carried the torch from LeBron as far as ruining the dunk contest, because that's who everybody wants to see. We want to see the stars, and you guys can't be doing in-game dunks, right, in regular games, and then say you're not going to be in the dunk contest. So I'm not blaming LeBron no more, Flea. I'm blaming it on right now. I think Zion is one of the guys that we look to, and he just dropped the ball.
So let me ask you a question. Let's break this down a little bit. Let's talk about this for a second. We always put this dunk contest, and I can't say this is my take. I was having a conversation with somebody else, and I thought it was an amazing thought on how they put this. We talk about the dunk contest, right? Now, minus Mike and Dominique and Dr. J and all those legendary classic dunk contests. But when we get further into like Vince Carter, like that 2000 dunk contest, let's think about that. If we think about the 2000 dunk contest, were all of those guys stars at that time? Was Vince Carter a star? Was T-Mac a star? Star?
Yes.
In 2000, T-Mac was a star.
So hold on, Flea. So stay right there.
Was Steve Francis a star in 2000?
So let's. I'm gonna answer it like this.
Okay.
When people knew Vince Carter was going to be in the dunk contest, what was the talk around?
We was excited about that. We were excited.
What I'm saying is, when Zion came into the league, what was everybody saying?
Because he was a dunker. Because he was a dunker.
Right. So Flea, we know, right? There's not going to be 5 to 6 superstars in the dunk contest. But we want the guys that we know that can dunk. It ain't got to be stars, but it got to be the guys that we know can fucking dunk. When we see guys on fast breaks in the NBA, we didn't have no problem with Obi Toppin in it. We see what he could do on the court. So for me, it just so happened LeBron and Kobe and Mike and Dominique and Zion and Dr. J, those guys just happen to be super duper stars. But you did get Baron Davis, and remember, you had some other winners, J.R. Ryder.
And see, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, at some of those points in those guys' careers, some of them guys wasn't stars. I'm going to argue T-Mac wasn't a star, and that dunk contest was a part of his stardom. Like, once he was spectacular in that dunk contest, some of them playoff runs in Toronto, and then he goes to Orlando, he goes like this. But prior to that, nobody even knew who the fuck Tracy McGrady was. Or Jerry Stackhouse or franchise. I'm saying the stars, it's cool to say, yeah, we want the stars to do it. But why don't we get the niggas that could really dunk? Because Aaron Gordon wasn't no star, and neither was Zach LaVine. But them niggas put on a show.
Right.
So what I'm saying is put the guys in there that's gonna put on a show.
So that all right. So that makes more sense. All right. The word star, we kind of get carried away with it. We know the guys we want to see, and those guys know we want to see them. Like, let's be realistic.
That's the problem.
If you're in the game and on a fast break, you do a fucking tomahawk 360 dunk, nigga, we want to see you in a dunk contest. We ain't want to see none of them niggas. So so that's the point I'm trying to make. And it's like, yo, Zion, bro, we know what you're capable of doing. How are you not in the dunk contest? John Morant, we see what you're capable of doing. How are y'all not in the dunk contest? So for me, I get what Stephen A. Smith is saying. I think he's just going overboard because, like I said, I think that shit been sell. It's some other guys that we can blame now. I'm not going to blame LeBron for 20 years ago no more. No, I'm not doing that. Y'all know I'm a LeBron hater, but I'm not doing that.
Real quick, Onwedi, franchise was a rookie, bro, or a second-year player. We talking about the 2000 dunk contest. Steve Francis, they just drafted him. Rookie of the year, yeah. But he wasn't no star yet. Again, he does that and he goes like this. I just want the guys that are gonna put on a show. Put on a show.
But you know what, Flea? Those guys that you're naming, they were notable names, though, right? Okay, we can say they're not stars, but like I said, the guys that was there Saturday night, let's be realistic, bro. You niggas don't belong on that stage. I'm sorry. Now, y'all are NBA players. I can never disrespect. I'm saying on that stage, the biggest stage, All-Star, to follow behind the greats that did that, y'all didn't belong there. So for me, you know, it was always notable names or guys that can actually really fucking dunk great, that have, you know, just everything to go along with it. And I just think Saturday night, and it's been like that for a while now, they gotta, I don't know what they're gonna do to fix it. You can't just get rid of it because it's like a staple. But they gotta figure out a way to convince some better guys to dunk the basketball. Like I said, even if you go to some of the YouTube guys, you ain't even gotta have NBA guys. You have to make it more entertaining. You cannot have Saturday night like that, Flea.
So my question is that a way to get guys to dunk? What if they just eliminate it? They just snatch it out. What if they just snatch it out? Is that going to make the guys in the current league now like, damn, they took the fucking dunk contest? Maybe I got to do this.
Nah, they don't care, Flea. Let's be realistic. They don't care. What Ant-Man said about the Joker and Luka is how a lot of these guys feel about All-Star Weekend.
But Ant is one of them. You're not going to sign up for an Ant-Man, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, and Obi Toppin dunk contest. You're not going to sign up for that? I will sit and watch that.
All right, Flea, check it, though. I watched the other day for the first time, right? Big shout out to the chat, man. Hit that like button. I was watching Shaquille O'Neal has something going on, and he had Jalen Rose and somebody else up there with him, and they got, like, guys off of the internet dunking.
I remember that. I remember
what you're talking about. Right. But I seen it the other day, and I'm like, and remember, we alluded to this a couple years ago. It's like, yo, make the prize $250,000. You ain't got to make no prize $1 million. Fly those guys in, put them in one of the best hotels, let them enjoy the weekend. They got big social media followings, right? And you let those guys participate in a dunking contest. You bring McClung to hold me back, because let's be realistic, those guys really love what they do, and they can do it well. And you make the grand prize $250,000. And you bring 6 of the best dunkers that's on social media. And I think you just do it like that. But you can't just get rid of it and scrap it because it's been around forever. So that's my idea for it. And I've been saying that. I'm bringing in the guys that's on social media and let them compete for the dunk contest. That's what I would do. And at the same time, now you do that. Imagine if one of the NBA players now wants to compete. So now you got the NBA players competing against the social media guys. Like I said, I just think
that could turn nasty. Like that could bring that fire back, right?
That's like so that's what I would do. I wouldn't even invite none of the NBA players. I would do the social media thing, like them, because them guys, bro, they be out of control with the dunks. And then I do that.
LB So Wavy said, I say $5 million non-taxable. 5 M's is a lot, bro. That's a lot, LB. You know you are, guy. That's a heavy. 5 million?
Nah, bro. I mean,
I have everybody sign up. LeBron will do that shit now. $5 million? Everybody's doing it.
All right, quarter might be too less. I would make it $1 million. But like I said, what I would do, Flea, I wouldn't invite none.
Our brother is here. Our brother is here. Right.
Oh, man. Fabian is in the building, y'all.
Right, what up, right?
Fabian is in the building. So, yeah, Flea, I would make the prize $1 million, but I wouldn't invite none of the NBA players. I would let them sit and watch and be upset and understand the opportunities that they missed out on. Because winning the dunking contest, remember, that was where your superstardom just went out of here, right? Mm-hmm. So, for me, I will let one of these other guys do it. It'll be very entertaining. And then after that, you see where it goes. But I don't think you could just scrap it. But hold on, Flea. Talking about scrap. Mm-hmm. Some players we treat as scraps. Some players we just wish would go away, right? Sometimes we say, hey, you ain't shit. Right. And last night, Kawhi Leonard, yeah, the player that people treat like scrap. They say he ain't this, he ain't that, injury prone. We always got smoke for him. Last night, he was the best player on the floor. I'm not arguing with nobody. That's not up for discussion. Yes, Ant-Man won the game. But for a quarter, Kawhi Leonard proved to everybody, when I'm healthy and I'm engaged and I want to, I can be the best player in the NBA on the planet. Flea, we got to respond. Give me a reaction to Kawhi Leonard last night. What were you thinking in the moment?
I loved it. And I know that's what you could get out of that guy. That's why it's so frustrating, right? Because on a night in, night out basis, if that guy's locked in, he's one of the best players in the league. One-on-one, and still has some semblance of playing defense. So that's why it's so frustrating to me for that dude specifically, because you could get up for when he's playing like that, pause, and then you turn around and he may be gone for a month, right? So it's hard to latch your wagon, on him and trust him throughout, a 2-week, 3-week, a month span, because you don't know when he's gonna make a hard left, and he makes a hard left every time. Every time you get confident in it, it slaps you in the face like, whoa, where did this come from? He's out how long? So it's not, if we just talking about straight up basketball, bro, when he got it going, can't nobody fuck with him. Nobody. Kevin Durant, LeBron, he's on those levels.
Stay right there.
He's on those levels.
No. Stay right there, because we're going to have a nice little conversation. At his peak. Yeah, let's go there. Kawhi Leonard and Kevin Durant.
At the peak of their powers, give me Kevin Durant.
And you have to explain.
Nobody's ever going to be the defensive player Kawhi Leonard was at the peak of his powers. Miss me with Michael, Scotty, Dennis, Draymond, Dwight, Ben. I don't miss me at all. I think Kawhi Leonard is a generational, and all those guys are elite level defenders. I think Kawhi Leonard is a generational level defender. So you can't even find nobody that's going to be at his level. But in my opinion, Kevin Durant is the epitome of, what an alien is. A 7-foot guy that can dribble the basketball like a guard and sees over every defender, scores the ball. We talking about peak Kevin Durant. Yeah, I don't think there's not many people, I think, that could fuck with Kevin Durant at the peak of their powers. So, I mean, and he's going to be able to defend. Obviously not at the level Kawhi does, but he ain't no cone. So give me Kevin Durant, but Kawhi ain't far behind. It's not like I'm saying Kevin Durant and Kawhi ain't nowhere close. That's a pick me, to be honest. I'm not mad at somebody that says Kawhi over Kevin Durant.
And I'm one of those guys.
All right.
I think at his peak, Kawhi is right there with Kevin Durant offensively. I didn't cut you off.
You didn't. I will. I'll cut you off, though. I know you didn't cut me off. I'm going to cut you off, though.
When it comes to defense, it's not even close.
Yeah, not even close. No.
So maybe how you feel about Kevin Durant offensively over Kawhi is how I feel about Kawhi over KD defensively, right? Let's be for real. If Kawhi Leonard played with Steph Curry and them, they will win just as many rings.
I'm not pushing back on that.
I don't know if Kevin Durant could have did what Kawhi did in San Antonio and get it out and get it like that.
Which is what though?
Win a championship.
With you talk about Tim Duncan being 38, doing what you've never seen done before.
Right.
He was there.
Right.
Tony Parker's there. Manu Ginobili is there. All them guys are still playing at an elite level. Danny Green shot the best he's ever shot in his life in that series. They beat LeBron. Like all that over there, Kevin Durant can't do the same thing Kawhi did.
Now watch this.
Nah.
No. All right, now watch this. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Name the team he had in OKC.
About the same in terms of pieces. Serge.
Did he get it done?
Bro, they was in the finals, man. They was there.
They
didn't get it done. No, they didn't get it done.
Thank you. Because what? Hold on, because we got to use what you say. You ain't do shit. You ain't do jack shit. You ain't win. Isn't that what you say?
Yes.
Stay right there.
I ain't gonna argue that. Yes, but don't tell me the system in San Antonio and what Kawhi Leonard won over there with is the same as what was over there in OKC. Miss me with that. It's not even close. You love that term. Not even close. Close.
All right, so let's stay there. A prime Ibaka, a prime Harden, a prime Westbrook.
Right. When the money is on the line, the niggas that won multiple championships.
Did that OKC team beat San in the playoffs?
Yes, they did.
So I'm gonna just leave that right there. Let's take it a step further. Kawhi goes to Toronto and was coined the Terminator. Insane. Once again, I don't know if Kevin Durant can do that. I'm not saying Kevin Durant isn't one of the greatest we've ever seen, but what some players has done, I don't know if KD can do it. He goes to Brooklyn, doesn't work. Goes to Phoenix, doesn't work. Now you're in Houston, and you're looking average as far as a basketball team. When we talk about title contenders, we stop at OKC and Denver as far as the West. Nobody brings up Houston. Then from there, we may go Minnesota, right? So for me, I love Kevin Durant as a basketball player, but what Kawhi Leonard is at his height, at his peak fleet, I'm taking Kawhi Leonard over Kevin Durant. And I think last night proved it.
And in year 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 for them guys, for me, they can't prove who's better now. You had over a decade to do that. Miss me. From day one, from the word go, you knew what you was getting out of Kevin Durant. From the word go. Kawhi Leonard didn't come in as the best player on a championship level team. As a rookie, you could have said, I'm going to take that guy as the best player on my championship team, Kevin Durant. As a rookie, Kawhi Leonard had to get to where he is in terms of offense. He had to work on that. Timelessly. Kevin Durant came in the door and was a bucket from the word go. And all he did was just keep getting better and better. He couldn't lift 185 pounds. Everybody's like, oh, he can't bench. Stop me. And that's all he did. So, yeah, Kawhi elevated his game as the years went on. Absolutely. No doubt about that. You can't – I love Kobe Bryant. Y'all know how I feel about Kobe. But, Kobe walked into the door. He wasn't the franchise player, right? Worked on his game and then becomes this phenomenal player. So am I going to knock Kawhi Leonard for working on his game? Absolutely not. But when we're comparing him to a guy that was just naturally the best, we're talking about a 4-time scoring champion in this league, nigga. We're talking about an MVP, nigga. Like, we're not talking about no nigga that's just like Kevin Durant at his peak is different. The levels. Kawhi's never going peaks. I don't know. We're on two different ends of that.
And I have to be honest. Would you say Golden State Kevin Durant that's at his peak? No, stay.
I don't
So,
know. I don't know.
Robert, so hold on.
I don't know.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah. There's some of his peakers in there.
So Golden State, Kevin Durant, or Toronto Raptors, Kawhi Leonard?
I don't think that's fair, OG. But I roll, because we here.
Oh, no. But tell me, Tell me why isn't it fair? Tell me why it isn't fair.
Okay, why isn't it fair? I don't think we got a large sample size of Kawhi Leonard in Toronto,
I agree.
but the fact that he won a championship says a lot, right? So I don't think it's fair though. He played 55 games in the season, went on a great run in the playoffs, but Golden State is in trouble. We've had this conversation in the past. Golden State is in real trouble if that 7-foot nigga don't walk through the door. Real trouble.
Agree.
So from 2014, from the minute he won an MVP up until the Achilles injury, let's do that. I think that's prime KD. From 2014 to 2019, I think that's like prime Kevin Durant. Give me 2014 to 2019 Kevin Durant over Kawhi Leonard at any point in his career.
Let's do some Knicks rehab. Because we know our chat, they love us some Knicks. We love some Knicks. And they love when we talk about the Knicks, right? So let's
watch what this nigga does. Watch what, this nigga is a slick at. Watch. All right, go, OG, go. This nigga is so fucking slick.
Let's do some Knicks rehab. Because I recall a young man, a bright, good-looking, smart young man. Let's get it correct.
Good-looking, smart young man. Let me see who he...
Okay. Came up with an idea, with a player that he think the Knicks should go get, and everybody said he was crazy. They said, the person that I'm talking about said he thinks Kawhi is a better fit than Giannis Antetokounmpo. And now that we see what Giannis is capable of doing, Flea, I gotta ask you. The offseason is coming up very soon, right? We have some time, but it'll be here. We know our Knicks, if we don't win a championship, I think even if we win a title, or if we get there, I think there's going to be some moves that has to be made, right? I think the KAT situation, I don't think it's a paradise. I don't think KAT is very wanted there, right?
Okay.
Maybe that'll change, but I gotta ask you. We all thought we was going to get Giannis. We all thought Giannis was the perfect fit. And then I came up with, hold up. The Clippers have a little turmoil, right? The way James Harden got traded, and just the way that whole thing went down, and Kawhi Leonard wasn't happy. He expressed he wasn't happy. Watching Kawhi Leonard last night.
Look at Drew. Fabian, where are you? Where you at? OG about to start wilding. Niggas know you. The world knows you. I know you. Our beloved chat knows you. We fucking know you. We want to stop you before you jump out the window with no parachute and you hit the fucking ground with your face to the floor. And you have that face on. Because you're not going to let nobody...
No, because
get too close to the edge. Walk back and you say F us and you go to the edge. Go. Just go to the edge and jump off the cliff, nigga.
Because we watched what Kawhi Leonard did last night, and a lot of us, not me, but a lot of us think he ain't have none of that in his bag no more. A lot of us think he can't fucking play. A lot of us say this dumb shit, and I've been seeing all month, Carmelo Anthony been saying, Kawhi Leonard is the best fucking player in the NBA right now. So I'm asking you, I'm asking the chat, I'm asking my Knicks people right now, off season, if we had a chance to acquire a player, Giannis or Kawhi Leonard, which one would you like?
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 10 times out of 10. It's not even close. I'm not answering.
It's not even close.
It's not even close. It's not. Bro, I'm signing up for longevity right now. I don't need the baddie no more. I don't need the. I don't want the moment in the club. I don't want the fly shit. You get dolled up every once a week. I can't consistently count on you to cook every night. I don't want the fly joint. I don't want the joint that's gonna be cool every once a month. Once a month, I can rely on you for us to go out on date night? No.
So
give me longevity, bro.
But hold on.
You wanted Anthony Davis 3 weeks ago, nigga.
Can I ask you a question?
Now you want Kawhi?
Can I ask you a question?
The chat asked me to get shit in order. They asked
me to get you in order. I can't see the chat, so I don't know what's going on. You could be lying. I can't see the chat.
I'm telling the truth.
I don't know that. Listen, I don't know shit. Is it possible that Giannis could be playing once a month as well with his injury-prone ass? Yes or no?
No, not going forward. Not going forward. I think Giannis gets the opportunity to shut it down for the entire rest of the season. Shut it down. And then you're going to shut it down for the rest of the summer. That's plenty of time to get your body in. We're talking about a calf injury that's been ailing him for the last year and a half. Shut it down, bro. Shut it completely down and either get ready for Milwaukee next season and be able to play 75 games, or we'll see you on 34th Street and 7th Avenue. We'll see you there. If you want to sign up for Kawhi Leonard, that's the same thing as signing up for Anthony Davis.
No, it's not. See,
are you kidding me?
No, it's not. Now, I'm going to use your words. It's not even close.
Okay.
Now you're being, what's that word you say, disingenuous?
Yes, that is the word.
Do not ever put Anthony Davis in the same breath or sentence as Kawhi Leonard. What I seen Kawhi Leonard do last night, he's way better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's not even close.
The All-Star game has you hyped? The All-Star game, you don't like the format. You just said, I don't like the format. Now you're using that game as the gauging point for who Kawhi Leonard is?
Man,
yo,
who's a better basketball player, Kawhi or Giannis?
Better basketball player?
And now you can't hear. Who's a better basketball player,
Giannis.
Kawhi or Giannis?
I want Giannis on my team.
I didn't ask you that, Flea. I didn't ask you that.
I want Giannis on my team.
I didn't ask you who you want on your team.
I want Giannis on my team.
Flea,
Giannis on my team. I want Giannis on my team.
Flea, who's a better defender? Who's a better defender? Let's break it down.
Today? Why are you still being historical? Don't talk to me about Kawhi Leonard 10 years ago. Today, I want Giannis for everything. Anything you ask me right now, I'm going to say Giannis. Go ahead and ask me.
Who's a better defender?
Giannis.
Who's a better offensive player?
Giannis.
Flea, you're lying.
Today.
Yes. Today. Did you see last night? I'm talking about today.
That was a great moment. That was a great moment. I've watched Giannis average 30 the last 3 years, nigga.
Flea, are you kidding me? Are you seeing the Clippers right now? Oh, why are we ignoring that?
They're the most disappointing team in the fucking league, and he's their leader. But you want that nigga? You can have him by yourself. No, I don't want him, OG. No.
Is Kawhi playing? All right, you ain't got to want him. But we're not going to sit up here and act like Kawhi's not playing great basketball right now.
Yes, right now, for a week. Can you rely on the nigga?
It's been longer than a week. What are you talking about?
In May, OG, the nigga started a series against Phoenix the last year, and they went up 2-0 because he was playing lights out. And then all of a sudden, the nigga can't play no more.
What happened to Giannis last season?
You want to sign up to
What happened to Giannis last season?
You're right. But what? Okay, answer me this. How often does that happen to Kawhi? How often does that happen to Giannis? Who do you want to sign up for for both? Okay, you know what you're getting from both. What are you going to sign up for? You're going to sign up for Kawhi, who you have no clue what you're going to get. But Giannis, when he's at apex, he's top tier. He's going to play 66+ games. He's going to be available. I'm asking, what you going to sign up for? They both injury prone. Fuck it. Let's just say that. They both injury prone. What are you going to sign up for?
Give me Kawhi right now. Give me Kawhi. If you asking me who
you will be up here losing your mind with us as a Knicks fan. You will be up here losing your mind. You will be talking about if Kawhi was on the floor, the Knicks would be this, if that. That's what you will be doing if we signed up for him.
I seen what he did in Toronto, and now with the let me finish. Okay. And now with the roster that we have, and if he can be over here with the OG, with the Brunson, with the Hart, and maybe a KAT, and still Mitch, with Alvarado and Sohan.
Bro, that's pre-COVID. That was pre-COVID. The nigga was doing that. COVID didn't even exist yet. Come on, OG. Come on.
Flea.
You talking about what he did in Toronto?
Flea,
Nigga,
I watched what he
7 years ago. What the fuck was you doing 7 years ago? Chat, what was going on in your lives 7 years ago? Are you kidding me?
We was popping out here. I'm just saying. Listen. 7 years ago, I was in my prime. Nigga,
it was lit, right? It was lit, baby. This shit was lit, right?
Driving space. We doing all type of shit. Spaceships, Cinos, 10,000 on the table. Yeah, we listen. 7 years ago, I was in my prime, like Giannis and them niggas. Hey, Flea, 7 years ago, I was Kawhi in Toronto, nigga, in the town. What are you talking about? Now I'm an old man.
Hitting game winners and all that, right?
Night in, night out, nigga. Look, now I'm Kawhi with the Clippers, right? But in all seriousness, Flea,
I'm tired of this nigga, man.
Yo, in all seriousness, if you telling me who would I rather have for one season to take us to the promised land, I'm going Kawhi, bro. I watched what Kawhi Leonard did last night. Yeah. Excuse me.
Bless.
Thank you. I watched what Kawhi Leonard did last night. I see what he's doing so far with the Clippers this season. Yeah, that team is underachieving, but he's playing great basketball. Carmelo Anthony alludes to it every week. Come on, they just got rid of Zubac, traded James Harden. They basically just...
Now what?
Right. No, listen,
what, nigga?
And he's playing great. Flea, you say it all the time.
Okay.
Let's not do that. Okay. You get rid of Harden and Zubac. Now we expect him to do what? Don't do that. He ain't got Luka.
Wait a minute. So you're building. They're tanking. They're trying to tank.
Hold on.
With a nigga that you want to.
He don't have Luka. He don't have Luka with him. He don't have Thompson and Sengun with him.
Okay.
He ain't got Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler with him. So let's be a little respectful. I'm not a big Kawhi guy. I'm not trying to defend him, but let's be realistic. I watched what he did last night, and I would love Giannis with us. But if you're giving me a choice, 1 year to the cup with the crew we would have around him, give me Giannis. I think he's the perfect fit. I really do.
Kawhi,
excuse me. Yes, Kawhi Leonard. Knicks rehab. KAT and Brunson. All-Star weekend. You know, we already alluded they won the Shooting Stars Challenge, right? Last night we watched them on the floor. I gotta make you laugh. For one, why is KAT playing for the world? He was born here.
He's Dominican, nigga. You know how them niggas take that shit.
He was born here.
You in the hub. You in the hub with Dominicans. You know them niggas. They could have been born in Wood and what's the hospital in Brooklyn? Woodhall. Niggas could have been born in Woodhall Hospital, and they said, "I'm from Dominican Republic, nigga. I'm from the DR."
I'm gonna say it again. I don't know why he played for the world. The nigga was born here, right? But Flea, just real quick, in chat, I would love for y'all to get into this. How did you feel about, KAT and Brunson's experience All-Star weekend and just last night, the All-Star game? What do you think about it? Like, how do you think that's going to help them moving forward? Was it a good experience for them? Was it was it a bad experience? Or it didn't mean anything?
We talked about this yesterday. I still think they're building chemistry, right? And I still think KAT is trying to find his way. Like, they don't need to be best friends. Like, I slept on this for a second, and maybe I was overdoing it. They don't need to be best friends. Not everybody that flourishes are best friends. They don't need to be best friends. But it should appear that you guys are on the same page. We're talking about an optics-driven league. Like, we go off of what we see, right? What's brought to us. We talking about the shit with Ant-Man at the beginning of the show because optically we saw, niggas is chatting with a nigga that's in Atlanta right now. Like, that's all this professional sports is what we see in front of us. So what we see in front of us is, our two best players don't necessarily look like they're on the same page all the time. And when they do things that show that they might be on the same page, we get a little excited. We get a little like, oh shit, that looks good. That looks great. They had a give and go the other night. I think it was against either Denver or Philly or whoever it was. And OG went crazy. He was like, damn, did y'all see that give and go between Brunson and KAT? He got hyped because the shit doesn't happen often. Like, it's not something that we're used to. So I definitely feel what you're saying, OG. Like, this should be a clear progression on if this is who we're going to have going forward, if this is who we're going to be in the trenches with come the playoff time, then those two guys got to be willing to die for each other on the basketball court. And right now, it just doesn't always appear like that. It always appears as though KAT is yearning for that connection and the relationship, and Brunson is just like, hey, I'm just here to do my job. And it doesn't look like that is, really important to him. So I would like them to continue to do things together. Having them together at All-Star Weekend is dope. That's dope, right? You find a way to get guys to have some cohesion. And to be honest with you, like as I watch it a little bit, maybe we overblowing it. Maybe we have no idea what their relationship is. Because like we said, they showed up together in the press conference the other night. They have back and forth banter in the comment sections on social media. This is a new age. So maybe that's how these new niggas show that they're cool. I don't know. But for me, I would like to see it on the basketball court. And our two best players have to be on the same page for us to be for us to be great.
That was a great take, right? For me, I kind of want to piggyback off what you just said. Mm-hmm. I would have hoped that after they won that Shooting Stars challenge, that maybe a guy like Allen Houston and they all would have went out to dinner and just had a real talk, right? And hopefully Allen Houston could be that OG to them to help them to understand, like, hey, I was in your position before and we didn't get it done, right? Break down how the city is, break down what both of them mean and how if they could be on the same page, how much success they can have and what that means, right? I would have loved to see.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Yeah,
only because I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
A great point because in Allen's prime, right when he was going crazy, we bring in Latrell. Him and Sprewell are polar opposite in terms of attitude and approach to the game. And Sprewell's a dog. Allen Houston's a little more soft spoken, but somehow, some way, them guys found magic on the basketball court and was able to play together. So I just thought that was a great point. If anybody could tell them, maybe Allen could have a conversation and say, hey, y'all got something, y'all got a great opportunity to have.
Right. Exactly. So for me, Flea, because let's be realistic, right? If Josh Hart made the All-Star game, you would have seen Josh Hart and Brunson all over the place.
Yes.
Right? Like let's be for real, right?
Yes.
And I would have loved to see him and KAT out dinner with their families, right? I would love to see them try to build some type of relationship. You don't have to be best friends, right? But y'all have to understand.
That's true, Zero.
Y'all need each other to win a championship. One is not going to be able to do it without the other, right? Let's be realistic. So for me, I would hope that they had took this opportunity to really bond with each other, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes you can say, hey man, we may not. I'm not gonna say I don't like you, but let's just say we don't have no interest, right? We don't have nothing in common. But bro, we got to figure this thing out on the court, right? Mm-hmm. Because we have an opportunity to do something very special. I just feel that those guys are not on the same page. I don't see enough of them. I don't see. It's just. I just hope that they took this opportunity, Flea, to really try to build something. Because like I said, if it was Brunson and Hart out there, and I'm not saying you got to compare Hart and Brunson as far as friendships, because we know him and Hart go way back, and that's his guy.
It's a long standing.
Right. Sure. But let's be realistic, man. Like when you see teammates playing on the same team, you see the difference.
Did you see Ant-Man is sitting there talking with NBA TV, I think, and KAT walks behind him. And he sees the trophy, and Ant-Man gets up and he daps him. But like we New Yorkers, bro, like we take daps very big. Like that's how you embrace me when you see me is important. If I feel like the shit is a little icy, I understand where we at. If I feel that pop and we bring it in and it feels like we just chest bumped. I know, nigga. And then he said, I love you to Ant-Man. Then he said, yo, I love you. I know that they're long-standing teammates, but you would like to see Brunson and KAT build that type of relationship. Again, we can't control that. That's grown men. I get it. But you would, from a fan's perspective, you would like to see them, build that relationship for sure.
And that's a great point. And we have to stop ignoring this, because if we want to win a championship, if we're going to be a championship contending team, we have to be able to be on the same level, right? We have to be able to be. Everybody has to have the same mindset. Like I said, there's people you can work with that you may not get along with them, but they do a hell of a job. And me and this person got to be on the same page for this to get the job done, right? So I just feel like, I think it's still some friction there. Like I said, I don't know if they dislike each other as far as like, you did something to me. No, but I don't see enough of them. And when it's the two best players, I need to see some chemistry. I need to see some brotherhood, right? I need to see some, like Ant-Man said, cut my man. Y'all niggas ain't hold him down. Right? So, we're going to see. We have the second half of the season coming up. Flea, tomorrow we here 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock
right?
We'll be here.
We doing full Knicks rehab. And Flea, I want to discuss something that, it's time to discuss. Second half of the season, what everybody says. The season starts after the All-Star break, right?
That's what they always say. Everybody gears up. Games get a little more important. Palms get sweaty. Backsides get tight. Josh Hart.
Yes. So, chat, we need y'all pull up tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Knicks rehab. We need y'all to engage how y'all always do. Tomorrow, yes, always. But tomorrow, we strictly Knicks rehab. We talking about, can KAT and Brunson have an MVP season from here on? The schedules is going to get tough, Flea. What team, as my brother Flea says, excuse me, what team are we going to get now that the games matter?
What are we going to get? Let's be clear, y'all, real quick. Let me do my best rendition of Fabian really quick before we go.
Yes.
I want y'all to know what we got down the pipe. Now, I probably won't be able to pull it up, but y'all can hear me very well. Thursday, y'all know who we got Thursday. We got our guys. We got a lot of our guys in the chat. I know Ron Bills. My fault. You know what I meant, man. Shit's about to get tight, man. Shit's about to get tight. But listen, Thursday we got Detroit at the crib, though. We've been in Detroit the last few games. We have Detroit at the crib, at the Garden, y'all. We follow that up with a visit from Houston. Then we're on the road for 3 games in a row at Chicago, at Cleveland, and at Milwaukee to finish off February. The first week in March, we got San Antonio at Toronto. Then we got OKC. Then we're at Denver, at the Lakers, at the Clippers, at the Jazz, and then at Indiana. Things over the next 10 games, the next 10 to 12, 15 games or so, will be very, very telling for who this New York Knicks team is. Very telling. So,
thank you, Flea, for breaking that down. And that's what we're discussing tomorrow, 8 o'clock on Knicks Rehab. We're going to discuss, like I said, can KAT and Brunson figure this thing out? And now that the real NBA season has started, what team are we going to be getting and looking at going forward? Is health going to be a problem for us? Remember, OG, Deuce, right? We acquiring some new guys that we got to fit in. Josh Hart's been having little knickknacks. And like Flea just alluded to, we got a tough schedule coming up. How we going to look this second half of the season? Flea, great show tonight, man.
Man, you know I love getting with you, OG. And let me just say something to chat. Don't think just because Fabian not here, that don't mean that y'all can't spend no money. We ain't see no money in that chat tonight. We ain't see no mucker. We ain't see no dollars. Fabian, I don't know what you told them before you got out of here. I know you watching, nigga. I don't know what you did, but reverse that, nigga. Pause. Do whatever you got to do. We ain't see no mucker in the chat. We love the chat, though. We love y'all, man.
Listen, today we're going to give y'all an excuse. We know y'all probably had All-Star Weekend NBA parties and bought a whole bunch of chips and dip and wings and pizza.
Valentine's Day.
Right, Valentine's Day. Right.
I know
right.
y'all was tricking on the shorty that don't even like y'all.
You know what I mean? So unless Fabian shout out all y'all sending him Cash App directly to
y'all
his
just
phone.
Cash Apping him.
Listen,
you know he's Bobby Brown. We love you, Ray.
Listen,
enjoy
man.
enjoy your vacation, brother.
That's right. Love to the chat. Listen, man, appreciate y'all. Love y'all more than y'all know. We back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. We back tomorrow night. Yeah, 8 o'clock officially. Yeah.
Hold on, OG. Big shout out Donald Kennan. Here's some dough. My brother. Appreciate you. Man.
Yeah. You get a little shimmy shake for that dude.
You get a little shimmy just for a couple hours.
Yeah, that's right. But pull up, y'all. We live tomorrow night. Back Knicks Rehab, 8 o'clock. Y'all hear what we talking about. We gonna get right to it. Appreciate y'all. Everybody have a good night. Happy, holiday. I know it was a holiday day. A lot of people wasn't working, had to go to school. Get your rest. Get ready for work and school tomorrow. We see y'all tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Knicks Rehab.
Peace.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
Deja un like, comentario.
Y suscribe.